Well, I was caught in the act. What do you expect? I'm left alone in the house with chocolate. What else? I can't, need I say more? Need I say more? I thought right now I'm going to make the no churn ice cream. Now this one calls for using lavender. And you're gonna hear my dishwasher going in the background and my ice maker going in the background. Ignore them. First, I'm gonna try it with the lavender because it's pretty. And if I have enough heavy cream, which I hope to, I'm gonna try it with the chocolate chips. I also got an espresso powder and I got some vanilla beans, because at first I was gonna maybe scrape some vanilla beans into this, but I think I wanna try it with the chocolate chips just to have that little extra sweet treat if I like it. And then I can do so many other recipes. Now, honestly, the lavender wasn't really floating my boat, but I thought I'd give it a try. So let's see what happens making lavender no churn ice cream. This is from Country Living Magazine's Summer 2021 issue. And I guess first I need to heat some of the condensed milk with the dried lavender leaves in a medium saucepan. So I'm going to get going and I'm going to be cooking this. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make lavender no churn ice cream, and I will just put these aside for now. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut open, even though I have a little funnel, I'm out of here. I cut open the bottom of a coffee filter, and because this bag top's too small to pour these back in, so I'm gonna just do this for now. Oh, please. Oh, there we go. And I'm going to save these. If I have enough cream, I'm gonna make another batch just to try. And then I can keep doing other flavors. So I'm just gonna see how this goes. All right. So it is calling for one 14-ounce can of milk. We put that into a saucepan with the lavender. I did my nails a while ago and I already ruined the thumb, but we can all deal with it. I have to, so you'll have to. I don't know what it is. I love condensed milk, nice and sweet. All right, so I'm gonna put this in here. Okay, and now the lavender buds. How am I supposed to strain out lavender buds? Oh, I guess I'll figure it out when I get there. This just seems so thick to go through the strainer, but I guess it can. So this now calls for 3 tablespoons of that. I really had no idea when I dried my lavender last year that I would be making ice cream with it this year. I was out in the garden already, and one batch of lavender is all ready to cut. Did I say 3 tablespoons? That seems like an awful lot, but okay. We're gonna do it. It does smell delicious, I have to say that. It does smell good. So we've got those, and I'm now going to put it on the heat, just bringing it to a very low boil. All right, so I have done exactly what the recipe said. It came to a low boil. I'm taking it off the heat, and now it's time for me to strain out the lavender. So I'm going to do that, and then I have to let it cool for 1 hour. I actually like doing recipes for the first time with you. I love making recipes that have the 4 to 5, maybe 6 ingredients, and this has just that. It's, oh, there goes my dishwasher. This has just that. It's just a few items. All right, so let me get my strainer. And let's see. I think I will use this. After this cools, We're gonna be whipping up the cream with vanilla and then putting them together, then freezing them. But let's take this a step at a time. All right, let's see how this strains. I just have a feeling it's so thick that it might not, but oh, I guess it is. I do have some lavender essential oil that is for cooking with. A lot of them are not. So please know that a lot of the essential oils that are out there are not edible. I have one that is edible and it's great for cooking. I was gonna put it in here. I think I mentioned that in one of my past videos. But I decided to do this raw, just the way with Mother Nature made it. And well, they didn't make it with condensed milk, heavy cream, and vanilla, but you know what I mean. All right. I feel like I don't want to leave any little bit in here. But there we go. All right, I just got to take a little taste test. You know, it has a really nice flavor. It's a little hot too on my finger. I like this a lot. I wasn't sure, but I really like it. Wow. All right. Previous to growing a lot of lavender, I honestly didn't like the scent of it. I used to spray it on my pillows to help me sleep, and I had it in sachets. But for me, it became an acquired scent to like. Now I love the scent of lavender and the calming properties of it and how easy it is to grow. If you want to grow something in your garden that is easy, try the lavender. It's very hardy. Put it in bright sun, as much sun as possible. It loves it. It's coming out really well. I'm just going to let it sit here for a little bit more. I don't want to push too hard through the screen because I can see that some flecks are happening. Ooh, flecks. I wonder if I should put some of the vanilla bean in here. I wanted to see what this tasted like, just the lavender, but what do you think? I'm going to take a little taste of this again. Going back over here. And I'm going to use my baby spoon that my mother gave me a couple months ago that she had in storage. That's very good, but I do think I might lose some of that flavor. So I think I'm going to add some vanilla bean. Let's do that. I'll use this side. What did I do? Is it already out? It's already out. Here's another funny factoid. The color of this lid it's the Simply Organic line. I have this lid on one of my color mood boards in my office. It's one of the greens that I like. So it's mixed in with some other items there. I have not opened this yet. So I'm just going to cut it here. And I'm going to slice down the center of the beam. Let me see if I can do it with my other camera here. Okay, so I already cut off the tip and I already sliced this, but I wanted to do a close-up to show you. I'm just going to go right down the center here. And then you have all these wonderful beans inside. Can you see all of those? And I'm going to scrape it with my knife right now. And I'm going to put it right in the mixture. Let's make sure. It comes off very easily. This is kind of a leather density, so you can be pretty tough with it. Wow. Here we go. And yes, I'm mixing with my knife because I don't want to miss a little bit on this. I'm gonna cover this while it cools. It is ant season, and there was one year I was letting one of my simple syrups, it was either the lavender simple syrup or the violet simple syrup, cool on my stove. I left for a few hours, I came back, and there were a couple enjoying the meal. A couple ants, I should say, and I had to toss the whole batch. They find their ways in the house, I don't know how, and they weren't from my peonies. This was all pre-peony time. But right now, I'm just gonna cover this to be safe, and I'm gonna leave it here on the counter for an hour. It is 11 o'clock, so at noon I'm gonna come back and I'm going to make up my whipped cream. So this right now is 2 cups of heavy cream. And so I'll put the cover on here. And then we're going to be doing 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then I'm going to be beating it into stiff peaks. And then we're going to fold this into what we just made on the stovetop with the condensed milk. So there's 1, there's 2, and let's turn this on. Like I said, I'm just going to beat this until it's forming some peaks. Now we're just folding it in, I guess. This is making me think of meringues. I love making those as well. Maybe I'll do those at one point. And I'm just going to fold it in, trying not to get the fluffiness down, I'm sure. Once again, it's the first time for me doing this. It certainly doesn't have the pretty purple color that is in the magazine. Now I know I put vanilla bean in there, but it didn't have it before I added it either, so I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure if it was doctored up, if they added a little food coloring, but it does not say they did. So I'm going to completely just get this all mixed together nicely. And then it calls for either a 9-inch pan, let me see, a 9x5, but or freezer containers. I'm going to do a few of these a little bit thinner so that I could scoop them out easily and put them in maybe a champagne glass, or I do have some pink sherbet glasses, which now I think will work because I just didn't want to clash the pretty purple, which I don't have, with the pink, but we're getting there. It's almost mixed together. Just trying to be gentle. I don't want to work the air out of this. I think. It does not say that, but whenever I work with whipped cream and they tell me to fold it in, I do it with kid gloves. I'm just doing it until I don't see any more of the condensed milk, like a little stream. So tempted to throw some of those mini chocolate chips in here, but I'm not going to. Looks like ice cream. See that? All the little vanilla beans. The lighting is not the best in here right now when I come over here to my counter and it's the time of day. All right, like I said, I'm going to do 2 of these at least. I have more. I was almost tempted to try these little cups and then do a release with some warm water. Maybe I'll try 1. Maybe I'll try 2. Now I'm doing this, like I said, just for Ben and I to try to enjoy, and then if it works, I will take the steps to be a little neater and make it a little more presentable. I'm guessing deep enough to scoop out, but I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna try those. Going back to my Dairy Queen days. That's a franchise I am very surprised and happy is still around. It was one of my few first-time jobs as a teenager. Are Dairy Queens in other parts of the country, or is it just a New England thing? Does anybody know? So I'm just going to try those in here and freeze them. Try to get the air down. After I tried to keep the air in, that's kind of hysterical that I just did that. Yeah. So now I'm going to put these in the freezer, and it says in 8 hours it should be ready. So tonight, Ben and I will be having a treat, and I'll try those first, and I'll try to get them out and pretty to show you.